been a beautiful life for me, and I have no complaints. But one thing that I feel is that I know my mission, and I'm on a mission from God.
Today we're going to get an eye-opening view of the world of prostitution right here in the Delaware Valley. But first, let's meet one of the most colorful figures in that world. Meet Bishop Magic Juan, a former pimp from Chicago, and now a street evangelist. Please welcome him. First of all, I should call him Bishop or Magic or Juan.
Well, I prefer Bishop Magic Juan because now with the changed life, I'm trying to establish myself in the ministry, so I just prefer Bishop. It don't matter to me what you think, what you say, what your understanding about it is.
That's a rather interesting name, Bishop Magic Juan. Isn't it true that the only holy rolling you've ever done is with hookers that you pimp for?
Well, that was from the beginning. That was my life. I was truly involved in that. That was my game. You know, we all have games to play, and that was the role that I had chosen to take at that certain time. But thank God that He showed me a new life. A lot of road have turned around now. And a lot of people got to know. You got to quit worrying about people trying to tell you about you. God don't talk to them about what He talked to you about, so it's different plans. And it don't matter where you came from or who you came from. When the Spirit of the Lord hits you, ain't nothing you can do. But one night in California, God spoke to me, told me to get rid of the drugs, and showed me a vision that the FBI and the police were coming through the door, showed me a vision that I was going to be robbed if I really didn't acknowledge that He really do exist, because I didn't believe in God. I was caught up into a material world. When I see a woman, I see a dollar sign. That was all I was interested in.
The way you dress, what do I call you, Magic?
Well, you can call me Magic.
All right, tell me, all right.
A lot of people try to criticize me about speaking about God. You playing with God. Come on. I love to have a God I can play with. If you can't play with it, then you and God probably ain't no friend.
I don't know what y'all heard about me. But you know I'm still I am.
Should have a God you can play with and you can enjoy. He's a God of compassion. He's a God of love. Why can't I play with Him? I play with my kids and I still love them. So don't try to criticize me about playing with God. And if you say I play with God, then let you know I got a relationship with God. Now get you one with it. You play with Him.
Needs to survive some money and protection, or do they want to be now a part of what you're doing?
Well, one thing about it, that this is a growing process, and God surely has to turn your life around in order to make that change. Now, they say Enoch is the only man walk with God. So if you saying I'm praying with God, that means I got a relationship with God, and I'm very honored and thankful for that. You know, this is why I said people don't misconstrue and misunderstand me, because like I said, I take your criticism just like I take your praise.
Whatever.
No romance unless you finance.
No romance unless you finance.
No money without the money.
Okay. You seem proud.
Well, not that.
Yeah, water proud.
Well, I was very much into it. It was my life. To bring me down from Bad Boy Weekend was really an experience, you know, and that love and respect that he was showing towards me, it was amazing. And he opened up for all the pimps and players and just let us have our way. So, you know, when we went to the All-Star game, Jermaine, the FP did it there, you know, Nelly, you know what I mean, different, you know, rappers and celebrities. And wow, when we stepped into the joint and I hit the court, I mean, wow, it was like thunder. Michael Jackson was in the house or something. It was amazing. We walked right across the court and everything. And, you know, it was amazing. Man, Bishop Juan, you got a lot of love. I give love. You reap what you sow. So if you ain't got no love, you know, ask yourself, are you giving any love? You got to give to receive. Y'all know it don't change from me. The game the same. Maybe the name changed. But sometimes when the name changes, I don't know if they stay true. So we got hold on. Come here, baby. You off my jacket. I didn't call you, man. I'm calling you. I see you spoke about levels for a second. Huh? In your book, you spoke about marriage. What? I was married. You know what I mean? But really? Right. I always think people should at least try. You know what I mean? So you can say you did it. You know what I mean? Married. You know what I mean? At least try. Yeah, I was married and, was pretty much into the girl, but see, I wasn't a faithful husband. That wasn't my life. I grew up on her like this. Yeah, she had that camera on that. Maybe sometime later in the show she'll get to the whole full figure. She's definitely tired. I was playing when I was posting. I think it's much better in person. Oh, wow, it's going down. Like, man, I done been everywhere. And it's so amazing to me that I can go in foreign places like Brazil, Italy, Rome, France, and people still know who I am. I have been places in Sao Paulo, Rio, and people have said, I know you, Pinky. That's how they let me know that they recognize me because of the history of the pimp game. So y'all getting the chance to witness some of the greatest that ever did it because I am the last man standing. So I don't bring many people over here, you know what I mean? It's a very personal place. I told you chicks come over here, they pay, Jack. You know what I mean? I ain't doing no more pimping, but I ain't quit asking for money. Smart man. You did. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to be able to open up these doors to you on this and you be able to share this part of my life to different individuals. They don't know what I do. They just think I pimp. But the word P-I-M-P is bigger than you think. It's a player into making progress. That's what pimping is all about, trying to get ahead. Y'all think it's something else, but it's not.